think I'd make a couple videos while I'm good at pissy at a bunch of other fucking people who decided to fuck with me today. So, first video I want to crank out is people I've been meaning to talk about for a while. Not even internet, YouTube or celebrity doctors. These pieces of shit gotta go. I'm so fucking done with celebrity doctors. I'm done with Dr.Mike and his fake good looking ass. I'm done with fucking dr.drew, media whore. If the media had a cock, he would be sucking it. He would suck it he would have stretch marks around his mouth from the amount of media cock he sucked. I'm done with dr.phill, who's not a real fucking doctor. No, a doctorate doesn't count. I'm so sick of these people. I have a doctorate in psychology. I have a doctorate in this. You're not a fucking doctor. As far as I'm concerned, unless you can treat something, unless you can operate on a motherfucker, unless you've been through years and years and years of medical school and training, you're not a doctor. Shut the fuck up. A dentist can be a doctor more than a fucking dr.phill can be a doctor. Well, let's break it down. Who is the worst offender in my opinion? I will have to say Dr.Drew. I am sick of Dr. Drew's ass. Dr. Drew is a medical doctor because he's a psychiatrist, so he had to go to medical school to obviously become a psychiatrist. But this motherfucker, it was cute when he was on Love Line giving sex advice back in the day and all that. This son of a bitch has somehow parlayed this, being a medical doctor, being a psychiatrist, into working on teen mom reunions. I'm going to say it one more time. Teen mom reunions. Why any legitimate psychiatrist or just plain good person would participate in a show that makes money off exploiting really, really shitty parents is beyond me. And them putting their kids on this show. And, these kids don't have a say-so in being on there. Who knows later on in life, they're going to be, you might as well just inject the crack into them right now. How do you do it? Inject it, snort it. Just get those kids as soon as they're born out of those fucking horrible, wretched, wasteless sperms parents of theirs that are like 15, 16 and too busy playing Xbox and PS5 to take care of their goddamn kids. Right now. Sprinkle the crack right on them. Just start shoving it right up their nose as soon as they come out of the fucking, decrepit vagina. Why not? The kid's going to be fucked up. I see mommy and daddy fighting about who really want to take care of them, who didn't do shit for them, and then mommy and daddy getting all at our fucking reunion. Dr. Drew decides he's going to host. Why? Was there nothing else you could do? Oh, there's celebrity rehab. Remember when you exploited celebrities? Why are you such a star fucker? That's my problem with them. Aren't there real hospitals and places that he must be attending somewhere. Go attend to real people. Go attend to people with real addictions. Go attend to your private practice somewhere. Why are you so desperate to be around celebrities? Why are you so desperate? I know. It's to expose the light and everything, like Celebrity Rehab. That was an abominable show. He helped so many people. He didn't help one person on the show. Who got clean? Anybody get clean on that show? I think a couple of them claim to. They're probably still doing Molly at clubs and shit like that, even if that's his thing. I have no idea. No. He exploited them because they're celebrities, and he could use it to gain his own little fame. And now who's he working with? What's his latest thing? Is he helping with like COVID research and all that shit? No. Is he, I don't know, operating on the poor in, sub-Saharan African that can't afford shit? Is he volunteering time over there? No. He's helping the Jersey Shore kids. I'm sorry, the Jersey Shore 30-somethings figure out JWoww and Angelina, why they're still fighting. He was brought in as a group. First, let's break this down. If you think any of those kids on their own, any of those adults on their own had the idea, I'm just like, you know what, I'm going to call Dr. Drew because we need an intervention here. Never happened. MTV set it up. MTV had to have him come in. MTV had to negotiate his contract. One of the dudes did not just pick up the phone and Dr. Drew decided to show up and, oh my God, there's cameras. I had no fucking clue. No, that's what he's doing with his time. He's such a star. He goes on Stern. He goes on everything else. As long as there's a camera, Dr. Drew will be there. So I feel sorry if he has real patience because, if you have some kind of emergency, you better have a camera crew around because he won't show up. Oh my God, my spleen just fell out of my vagina. I didn't know that could really possibly happen, but it did. Oh my God, I will be there right away. It must be some rare disorder. Is there a camera crew around? No, not at all. I'm kind of busy, yeah. Angelina on Jersey Shore she needs a talking to, and I gotta go. Please. Yeah, hello, Dr. Drew. What do you want? Dr. Drew, the voice in my head came back, so I've been cutting myself, and every time I do, it makes them kind of go away. Oh, I see. Okay, I'm gonna need to prescribe some medicine for you right now. Let me meet you at my office. By the way, you got a camera crew with you? Huh? Camera crew. Can one of the voices, do they have a camera crew? Are any of them celebrities? I don't know. Okay, wrong number. I'm Drew Barrymore, actually. Yeah, I love everybody. Goodbye. Asshole. He's an asshole. Who's the next asshole? And I didn't trust this motherfucker from the get-go. Dr. Mike, the sexy doctor, the awesome hot doctor. First off, is he really that hot? Can we just come out and say it? He's an average, he's like good looking for a doctor. Let's put it that way. Okay? He's okay. Okay looking guy. Okay? I don't know where this Mr. Hot, because he's a fucking dork. So you put the specs on him. Take the specs off, he's all right. Golden. Put the specs on him, he's a dork. You pushed him in high school against the locker. That's what you did. And, for a while, it seemed like I was wrong. He had a bad feeling about him. He didn't ask for the fame, I don't think. Like, somebody else, I think, named him Instagram's hottest doctor or whatever. So people started coming to him and asking him about it. Yeah, you man, get some chunk of change on the side. Everything. Guy's like 35, 36, got the world by the balls. Okay, great. Then all of a sudden, he starts doing little YouTube channels and, a little snarky commentary on, medical videos on YouTube and all that. Okay, that's it. Then he goes on preaching about COVID, right? Got to take it seriously. COVID is bad. Do not go outside. Wear a fucking mask. If you don't, you're an asshole. You're a piece of shit if you don't wear a fucking... If you don't take this seriously, I swear to God, unless you're me and decide to go to Florida and go on a boat with 85,000 people and some scantily clad women, none of whom are wearing a mask, then it's okay. Then you're fine. But everybody else except me should pay attention to COVID. Remember that shit? He was photographed on a party boat in Florida. And Florida was like, if I'm not wrong, one of the worst states because, they didn't know what the fuck they were doing over there. They were open one day, the next day they were closed. And then the governor's like, fuck it, there's no pandemic. Let's just have everything be like crazy like it was. Pretend it didn't happen. So they all got really, really sick and then, everything went horribly wrong over there. Wasn't he the one who was criticizing all that shit? And then he goes there. Not only does he go there, there's no vaccine yet. This is like a couple months ago and stuff. So there's no not even for medical professionals at this point. Nobody had a vaccine or anything. He goes there and decides to go on a party boat with a bunch of fucking whores that he doesn't know and some, celebrity hanger-oners who are just, riding off his dick for a while, the guys. And, just ignore all, 6 feet apart rules. All that shit he was preaching was, right? His apology, non-apology, was the best ever. I love it. Do you see it? I messed up. Yeah, I agree. Fucked up. You're a fucking hypocrite. I am a big hypocrite. I messed up. But here's why it was okay for me. This is what he basically says. He didn't know all these people were going to be there because it was a surprise for his birthday. He had no clue. No clue. He was a medical doctor. He had no clue that there were going to be a bunch of people unmasked around him, especially when he's supposedly so paranoid about it. No one gave him any idea. No one. No one said shit. And if you don't think he was fucking 12 or 15 whores a night out there, you're fucking wrong. You're delusional. Again, like I always say, I got a lake to tell you if you believe that shit. If you believe he wasn't dipping his dick into fucking every hole he could find out there. Now, hey, do you have COVID? Do you have the COVID? You sure? No. He was swapping spit with as many people as he could find. I guarantee fucking to you. But then he goes on to say, and there was acceptable risk because, there was only 8 of us on the boat. I saw the picture. You asshole you. There was more than 8 of you on a fucking boat. And if you're going to pretend that they all... Okay, let's get a group shot. Group shot, everybody. Come on. Get the whores on here. Come on, let's all smile. Okay, get off here. Now we have to be 6 feet apart at all times while we're on this boat. And only 5 of us can be on this boat or 6 of us. That's it. Because he said that right before he took off. No, he didn't. He's an asshole. All right? So, I don't think he's the worst, though. Like I said, I think Dr. Drew is. Dr. Mike's just a hypocrite. That's all he is. I mean, and he's one of the ones I was starting to give the benefit of the doubt to. Dr.Phill can just blow me. I mean, honestly, just come on, right now, just seriously, you could just lick my ass at this point with Dr.Phill. I am so tired of him. I'm tired of his Botox out of her fucking mind wife. I'm tired of his fucking douchebaggy sons who come on there and basically they shouldn't be called McGraws anymore. They should be called the know-it-alls because he. Actually, went to college and graduated, which so many people did. That makes them smart automatically. No, I know a bunch of dipshits who went to college, graduated, and stupid as fuck. Because he did that, because he somehow had Oprah, he hypnotized her one day. I think he had a pocket watch. I think he saw Oprah somewhere. He's like, hey, look, hey, put the chicken wing down. Look, fatty, look, ooh, put me on your shoe. I know everything. She fell for it. Made him a household name like Dr. Oz and all the other horrible people that she threw on us. And it just kind of stuck. But then his kids start deciding, well, fuck it, since he knows everything, I'm related, so do I. His wife, whenever, I love when she's had it. She's in the audience all the time. They always have to walk out together. He's fucking other women, right? You totally know that. I mean, we all know that, right? Every time they end the show, he grabs his wife's hand because they're in love. They're in love. It's a real love story. He never puts his dick anywhere else except her Botox pussy. That's the only place he puts his dick ever. Fuck out of here with that shit. Then his kids start writing books about how younger people should live their lives. This is how you should live your lives. Fuck you. This is for dr.phill. This is for his Botox bitch wife. And this is for his stupid assy ugly kids. Right here. Can you tell I've had a bad day? Can you? But yeah, internet doctors and anyone who are looking like for some kind of TV fame or YouTube fame or whatever. I'm sorry. I thought if you got into medical school and went through all that shit, you had a calling. You made it happen. This is just what it was going to be. Like you were going to go do great things. I'm saying you can't make bank off it. Of course, doctors put in crazy fucking hours. Why I would never be a doctor. Plus, sometimes I can't tell left from right without just looking, pointing actually. No, I could never be a doctor. Could never do it. Could never do put the amount of dedication they do into their work, the schooling, all that. It's still working 15, 16 hours a day when you're in your 40s, your 50s and shit like that. No, could never do it. Could never do it. They deserve accolades. And they help people. They deserve, some kind of reward, obviously. But I just think you should either pick celebrity or doctor. Celebrity or doctor. How about, even after you retire? That makes sense to me. After you've retired as a fucking physician, I'd like to be a celebrity doctor. Kind of, be some, fake celebrity. Then it makes sense. But for now, no, it doesn't. It's just pathetic.